For more than 2 decades, the relationship between Rachael Ray and John Cusimano has often been viewed from the outside as steady, private, and largely free from public scandal. While Rachael built a highly visible media career, John maintained a quieter presence, balancing work as an entertainment lawyer with his creative identity as a musician. However, over time, personal admissions and life events have revealed a more complex reality beneath that stability. Their shared journey includes long-term commitment, intentional lifestyle choices, and a series of emotional and material challenges that tested their marriage in ways not always visible to the public eye. Early lives and meeting. John Cusimano built his early career in New York as an entertainment lawyer while also pursuing music as the lead singer of a rock band. His personality combined professional discipline with creative expression, allowing him to move between structured legal work and performance-based artistry. Rachael Ray, meanwhile, was establishing herself in the culinary and media world. The two met in 2001 at a social gathering in New York through mutual friends. Their first interaction was casual but memorable, and although expectations were initially uncertain, they continued communicating afterward. That early connection developed into a steady relationship built on shared independence, humor, and mutual respect. Marriage and lifestyle structure. Rachael Ray and John Cusimano married in 2005 in a private ceremony held in Tuscany, Italy, reflecting Rachael's personal connection to Italian culture. From the beginning, their marriage did not follow traditional patterns. They chose not to have children, citing demanding careers and lifestyle constraints. Instead, they developed what Rachael has described as a separate spaces approach, where both partners maintain independence and personal routines. This structure allows them to work extensively without constant overlap. Their relationship also includes professional collaboration, with John occasionally assisting in production roles, technical support, and on-camera appearances within Rachael's media projects. Shared life and public perception. Over the years, their marriage has often been perceived externally as calm and stable, largely because both partners avoid public conflict or frequent media exposure. John Cusimano, in particular, tends to remain behind the scenes, rarely drawing attention to his personal life. Their dual residence lifestyle between New York and Tuscany reflects both professional demands and personal preference. This arrangement has contributed to a controlled public image, where the absence of visible drama has been interpreted as long-term stability. However, beneath that surface, their relationship includes ongoing adjustments, quiet compromises, and a reliance on independence within partnership. Loss of their dog and emotional impact. One of the earliest major emotional challenges they faced was the death of their longtime dog, Isabu, in 2020. The dog had been part of their household for many years and was deeply integrated into their daily routine. The loss occurred during a period when both were already isolated due to global disruptions, intensifying the emotional impact. Without external distractions or travel, the absence became more pronounced in their home environment. This event marked the beginning of a difficult period of consecutive losses that affected their emotional stability and altered the tone of their shared domestic life. Fire at their lake home. In August 2020, a fire damaged their Lake Luzerne home due to a chimney-related issue. Although both escaped safely, the destruction was significant. The property held not only financial value, but also personal and creative history, particularly for John Cusimano, who lost original music materials and personal belongings accumulated over years. The fire represented more than structural damage. It disrupted a space tied to memory, work, and family life. Following the incident, they temporarily relocated within the property while continuing professional obligations. The event reinforced the fragility of stability even within long-maintained personal environments. Hurricane Ida flooding incident. In 2021, their New York residence was affected by severe flooding caused by Hurricane Ida. This second major property loss compounded the earlier fire damage, creating a pattern of consecutive disruptions within a short time frame. The New York apartment served as both a personal residence and a working base, particularly for John's music and professional activities. The flooding rendered parts of the space unusable and damaged stored belongings and equipment. Unlike sudden emotional events, this disaster added logistical strain, requiring further adaptation in how they managed living arrangements and professional continuity. Personal loss of John's mother. In 2024, John Cusimano experienced a deeply personal loss with the passing of his mother. Unlike previous shared crises, this event was primarily his own emotional burden. He acknowledged the loss publicly in a restrained and brief manner, consistent with his generally private communication style. During this period, Rachael Ray adjusted her schedule to provide support and maintain household stability. The situation marked a shift in their dynamic, as emotional responsibility temporarily moved towards supporting John directly, rather than focusing on shared recovery from external events. Role reversal and emotional support. Following John's personal loss, the couple experienced a noticeable shift in emotional roles. Previously, John often provided background stability during external crises, assisting with technical and logistical responsibilities. After his mother's death, Rachael assumed a more active, supportive role, reducing certain professional commitments to remain present at home. This adjustment reflected the flexibility within their long-standing, separate spaces structure, where independence does not exclude emotional responsiveness. The period demonstrated how their partnership adapts depending on circumstance, with each partner stepping forward or back when needed. Conclusion of the shared journey. The relationship between Rachael Ray and John Cusimano reflects a long-term partnership shaped by independence, adaptation, and recurring challenges. Rather than following a traditional public model of marriage, they have maintained a private structure that prioritizes flexibility over constant togetherness. Over time, they have navigated emotional loss, property destruction, and personal grief while maintaining continuity in their professional lives. While public perception often simplifies their relationship into stability alone, the underlying reality is more layered, defined by resilience, adjustment, and the ability to absorb change without losing long-term connection. Outro. Looking at their journey as a whole, the picture that emerges is not one of perfection, but of endurance shaped by circumstance and choice. Their marriage has been tested by both shared and individual hardships, each requiring different forms of support and adaptation. What stands out is not the absence of difficulty, but the way both individuals have structured their relationship to accommodate independence while still maintaining connection. In doing so, they have built a partnership that continues to evolve quietly, away from public narrative, grounded in persistence rather than appearance.